So, the 50 TP event is running on as we speak, and with it comes some juicy reward that you should definitely try to get. But something caught my interest when I read back the description of the event into the tab or the info tab news. And this is simply that Wargaming stated that they are testing something. It's stated right there, can I get the tank right away for gold? And Wargaming is responding, unfortunately no. Because Clan Challenge is aimed at testing the endurance of each individual clan member, the ability to unite and achieve a common goal together, as well as the ability of the clan commander to keep the clan combat ready and active. And I thought to myself, if Wargaming is testing those clans, what's the goal? Why are they trying this? And if you're not stupid, guys, the answer is obvious. If you didn't play World of Tanks PC, maybe it's not obvious as well as it is for me. But this is simply summed up in two words: clan wars. Why is Wargaming testing the ability of clans to be able to sustain, to group together in order to achieve a common goal? Simply because they want to see if the game is ready for some clan wars. And clan war doesn't necessarily mean that Wargaming will introduce tier 10 rewards, but it's possible because we still have one pending, the Kampfpanzer 50-ton, which is probably going to be this year's Blitzfair main tank, but still, we don't know, we will see. And if Wargaming does this, then it would be a huge step for the game and definitely gives it something more than tank company. Because you may or may not know this as well, but Blitz is going to have a new competitor pretty soon, probably before the end of this year, and this is called Tank Company, a 15 versus 15 tank game that looks exactly like Blitz, but which, let's say, adds some specific features that will probably make it a little bit more interesting than Blitz in its current state. But we don't know yet. We don't know yet how it's gonna render when it's uploaded, when you can finally play it without creating an account on the beta testing. But still, there is competition. And when competition comes, usually companies are trying to be innovative. And Wargaming is not an exception. They want to get us all those juicy features in order to keep their player base. This is why we have the 50 TP prototype event. This is why we have currently the Oliver Tree event as well. Wargaming is trying, or is being generous in order to keep the player base, but also testing much bigger features. There is nothing confirmed about what I'm saying right now, but I guess that it will be able to come sooner or later in the game due to this factor. Obviously, we'll still have to wait for Wargaming to confirm the information maybe in the future, and if they do, it's probably not going to be this year, it's probably going to be in 1, maybe 2 years. But we all know that every time there is a 0.0 update, there is something new and big coming into the game. Maybe that for the 9.0 update that we should hit in 6-7 months, we're gonna get only an HD graphic update. Maybe at the 9.0 update it's going to be the deadline for Wargaming to actually implement all those new graphics. But if it's not the case, and if Wargaming already created all those new graphically magical tanks, and after gives us that huge and big update about clan wars, then yes, it would definitely make Blitz relevant and funnier than ever. But it comes to a price, and this price is obviously time. Because if Wargaming introduces clan wars, you will have to be active in your clan, you will have to play, to have a schedule playing World of Tanks Blitz in order to be competitive, and maybe, why not, to achieve the main rewards they will put into those clan wars. Now, of course, I could be completely wrong and completely fail what I'm saying, and maybe it's not going to be the case, maybe we're not going to be able to see anything like that being implemented in the game, but hey, we can dream, guys, we can dream, because it's actually something Wargaming should start working on, simply because if you take a look at the current statistics of the YouTubers or the game itself, it's not dying, but there is less activities. That's the first time we hit that low activity, and maybe Wargaming is aware of that and they are trying something to stay relevant. If it's the case, then yes, this is a really good thing, and hopefully it will allow us to get that new feature that we have been asking for at least maybe since the game started, maybe 1 year after the game started. So we have been trying to get that for 7 years, guys, and it seems like after 7 years of cruel fight, we win. Or maybe because nothing is confirmed. But if it's the case, I would ask you a question, guys. Would you play Clan Wars? Let's imagine if it's the same as World of Tanks PC, it's probably 2 or 3 months per year, during which every day at 9 p.m. you need to play, maybe from 9 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. or something like that, every single day except the weekend, for let's say 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Would you be able to do it or not? Because I know some people that get to go to school, college, etc., they will have time. But for all the people that are working, people that actually have the money to spend on tanks, those guys will not be rewarded by Clan Wars simply because it's not something that the player can adapt to its desires of playing. It's wargaming that forces you to play at certain schedules, and this is totally logical because you can't personalize a clan war for everyone, otherwise you will not be able to finish the campaign, and it would be an endless cycle of people rematching again and again and again until finally they find a schedule to which each player of one team can play, and the same for the opposite team. So obviously, if they implement something like that, I hope they will take that into consideration, even if I think it's not going to be the case, because most of the time, even if World of Tanks Blitz developer team is actually listening to their players, reminding you, for example, the removal of the TGMs, on something that big, I feel like they would have to make choices. They can't please everyone, and this is totally logical, so maybe we'll have to wait for them to actually implement the thing before we criticize, or maybe it will be implemented in a bad way and after wargaming we'll make changes. But we are still waiting, and we still don't know what the testing is for. Is it going to be Clan Wars, or is it literally just going to be clan missions that will allow you sooner or later to unlock those new special tanks like we had in World of Tanks PC with the Object 260, with the T-55A? Will they actually allow you to get tanks, brand new tanks from those missions, or are those tanks going to be already implemented? For example, clan mission allowing you to get the Revalorisé, the Chimera, all those tanks. We don't know, we don't have any answers, it's only speculations, but I thought it would be a good subject to talk about in a video. So if you agree, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, but most importantly, tell me in the comments, is it something you expect wargaming to do or not? Because personally, yeah, I would love for them to do that, because it would make the game relevant again, as I already told you. If you enjoyed, you know what to do, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.